So we know that many of you, just like us, are not about being trendy. At our age, we really love those classic styles that really work for our bodies. However, we also like to look modern. And so Christina and I went doing a little research to find out what are some of the spring trends and how can we incorporate a little bit of these into our classic style wardrobes. And I think we did a really good job of finding some great pieces to share with you. So today we're sharing with you some very wearable spring trends. And as always, we'll have everything linked down below in the description box, pinned to the first comment, and we'll have those little QR codes to make shopping super easy. So let's dive in because we have a lot of great things to share.
Now, the first wearable trend that I saw a lot on runways is the monochromatic trend. And of course, we have seen monochromatic, be very popular. It's not like it's a new trend that we're unaware of. I mean, it's very flattering on the body, but specifically with the color white. So think about your white dresses, your white jumpsuits, maybe a top with a white skirt. Here I've actually styled a white top with a pair of jeans. So this is a look that I really love because it just really helps to kind of lengthen the body. It also is something that you can put this piece together with the monochromatic look and it always looks very chic and put together. I love this top because it's in this very soft, lightweight crepe style, and it also has these beautiful circle embellishments along the neckline. You've got a little feminine pin tucking along the shoulders and also a little tie neck incorporated inside of it. So all of these details really just kind of help to elevate this top. And I've also styled it with these white jeans. So these are a pair of white jeans that I have had now for, I want to say over a year, and they are a fantastic jean. I've picked up other white ones, but these ones are still my absolute favorite. I love that it has that little bit of flare down at the bottom, and right now they are on a ridiculous sale. They are only for $16. It's incredible, and they're available in both regular, tall, and petite lengths. So for sure a steal if you ladies are looking for a good pair of white jeans.
If you are someone who loves a very classic style, then this spring trend is going to be for you, and that is polka dots. I love polka dots because even though they're so fresh and fun, they also give a very feminine vibe to a look, and they're really on trend, but they're also so classic, especially if you get the right polka dot print. So I really love these smaller polka dots, and this dress I thought was so cute. This is really a great casual style dress. Now I know this isn't going to be for everyone. It's definitely a little bit on the shorter side, and some of you will not like the plunging V neckline. I will say the V neckline was a little too plunging for me, so I did just give it a little stitchy. You could also use a little pin or something. I'm telling you, that stitchy gun is the most used item that I own, and I just got it exactly to where I wanted it. But what I love about this dress is it's a viscose blend. So it's got a little bit of stretch, but not too much. It's not super tight. It doesn't show every little bump underneath, but it's very casual. This is the perfect throw on and go kind of dress for the spring and summer. Here I styled it with these little Mary Jane sneaker type of shoes. This is really something we're seeing trending, and I am here for it. I think that if you want the comfort and the ease of a sneaker, but you have a very feminine style, you're gonna really love this style of shoe because it allows you to have that girly feminine vibe, but still have, a sneaker, which is really easy to walk around in, very comfortable. These are in a distressed white, which is also great because you don't have to worry about keeping them perfectly pristine. They already have a bit of a lived-in look to them. So I really love this. I think this look would also be great paired with just a simple flip-flop or even a loafer if you wanted to wear it a little bit more elevated. And for another great polka dot dress option, I have one that's perfect if you have an event coming up. So this is definitely a more elevated look, something that I think would really work for maybe a wedding or a special event. It's this beautiful halter neckline, silk style dress. The neckline on this is so feminine and beautiful. Also that classic black and white polka dot print. This one just eases right over your body. It also is cut in a way that it definitely highlights the waist area and creates more of a rounded hip. I don't really have a lot of definition with my hips, but the dress kind of creates a little bit of that, and I really like it. It's also very open in the back, so it's a little bit sexy with that open back style. I think this would be really beautiful if you have something special coming up. And I I just paired it with this great pair of, open mule slide heels. So these are two ways, casual and a little bit elevated, that you can wear polka dots in a dress.
Every year there are always popular colors that really trend for the year, and this color is one that I really love, and that is the color icy blue. So it is that like soft pastel blue that really makes sense why it would be a very wearable trend, especially for the spring season. So here I'm wearing a cashmere sweater that has some cable knit detail. It even has a roll neck. I've been picking up a lot of roll neck sweaters lately. I really like it because sometimes I'm not always loving having a turtleneck or a cowl neck, and with this roll neck it kind of just gives a little bit of detail to it, and it even has some ribbing trim on the cuff and on the hem. So since this is cashmere, it's super soft. I mean, I just love the luxurious like feel of a great cashmere sweater. And then of course in this beautiful icy blue, I just think it's so pretty and really perfect for spring. Now here I've styled it with a pair of slim flare jeans. These are in a dark wash. I like these because dark wash always kind of elevates the look of the outfit. So sometimes you can have a very light wash and that'll give a much more casual feel, but those dark washes, those are perfect, especially even for like a date night or even something like a casual Friday in the workplace. And since this is a slim flare, I do think it is the most flattering style of jean. Now this icy blue sweater really could be worn with a great white jean or white pant. You could also style it with a light blue pair of jeans, just if you wanted to kind of soften the overall look.
Another color trend that is still going strong for spring, and I am so happy about it, is the color pink. So we're definitely seeing some variations in pinks. Some of these like very soft ballet pinks are definitely still very much on trend. And when I saw this shirt, I just fell in love with it. So this is a top that I shared with you previously in a stripe. This is a cotton poplin top that has this beautiful detail where it has like a little tie, side tie that creates some shape to the body. So what I love about this is it's your perfect like classic everyday button-up collared shirt with short sleeves, perfect for that warmer weather that hopefully a lot of you will be experiencing soon. And this one comes in 6 different color options. So you've got some stripes, but you've also got this beautiful pink, you've got a black, a white. I just thought it was so pretty. I love the way the tie waist really creates some definition and highlights the feminine shape. So definitely a shirt I'm reaching for a lot. I now have it in the striped and in the pink, and I paired it with a great pair of white wide leg baggy loose fit jeans. So definitely a jean trend that we're still seeing a ton of. Everything is about the relaxed fit, and this one I like because it's wide leg and it is a lower rise, but it's not super low, it's not a Britney Spears moment, and it's not super baggy. I think it's a very flattering, relaxed wide leg. I love white for spring and summer. It's definitely going to be going strong, and these are going to work with so many things in my closet. Now these are a pretty budget friendly pair. I think the brand on these was BP, and they are a little bit long, so I did have to put them with a little block heel, but not super long. Definitely comfortable, very wearable, and a piece that I'm for sure going to get a lot of use out of.
Another trend that I am really loving, and it makes a lot of sense because I do love the color black, is black and white minimalism. So think about like your white blouse with maybe a black flowy skirt, or you might be wearing maybe a black dress with a white sweater kind of draped over your shoulders. This is a very classic color combination and one that is timeless and really easy to put together. So here I'm actually wearing a tipped pointelle cardigan. This one I really like. I love this classic style. This is something that is right in my wheelhouse. I always am someone that really gravitates towards these timeless pieces, and with all of that like white trim and the metallic buttons and that V neckline, I just think it's so flattering. The fact that it also has pointelle detail in it as well is just really icing on the cake. I just love everything about this cardigan. And here I actually styled it with these black jeans. So of course you could style this cardigan with a black pant, you could style it with a black skirt, but for me, because I do have more of that casual lifestyle, a black jean really is the best fit for me. So this is a kick out jean. This is one that I picked up about 6 months ago, and I love it because here I've got that black and white minimalism look going with it, but this black jean is also something that pairs so nicely with a lot of these pastels that we're also seeing this spring as well.
So florals for spring are not exactly anything new or groundbreaking, but this year we're seeing them done a little bit differently. So of course we're going to embrace all the florals in spring, especially if you have a very feminine classic style like I do. But this spring in particular, we're hearing a lot more about these saturated colors and these bold, oversized florals. So this dress definitely caught my attention. I thought it was so beautiful, and I thought it really fit the bill with these very like saturated red shades and these large oversized kind of tropical flowers, but done in a very classy way. So sometimes those can be a little bit tricky. I feel like I don't want to look like I just got off the plane ready for my trip to Hawaii, but I thought this dress could really work. I thought it was really beautiful. And what I love about this one is, if you're familiar with the designer brand Zimmermann, this is definitely a Zimmermann look for less. This is not an inexpensive dress, but when you compare it to the Zimmermann prices of over $1,000, this under $200 dress is definitely a great deal. Very high quality. I love all the details on this. So first you have the beautiful print. You also have these gorgeous little like buttons going down the front, and they're little pearlescent like flower shaped buttons. Really, really pretty, attention to detail. Then you have this little thin belted waist that you can tie in a bow. Everything about this dress is gorgeous. It's this beautiful like linen fabric, very high quality. It has kind of a high-low hem to it, so really pretty. Definitely looks a lot more expensive than it is, and I think it would work for a variety of occasions. If you have a wedding coming up, a graduation, you know, maybe like a Mother's Day brunch or something in the future, this is gonna be perfection.
Now, butter yellow may not be on the runway for the 2026 spring trends, but it is a color that is still really, really popular this year. So we saw it a bunch last year, and of course, the stores really dictate what the trends are going to be, and I am seeing a ton of butter yellow this year, and it is so pretty. So the top that I'm actually wearing is a pointel cardigan. This one, I really love it. This color is perfection. I think it's really flattering against the majority of people's like skin tones and hair colors. And of course the pointel detail is very feminine, super girly. It really is just one of those like fantastic, easy kind of tops that you can wear as its own, or you could also layer it over top like a cute little cami or tank top or tee. So just because something isn't a runway trend doesn't mean that it's not a wearable trend for 2026. Now, a color that we are seeing a ton of this year is the pale pink color. So just like with that icy blue, this pastel pale pink is so pretty, so feminine, super girly. And here I picked up this very soft, fuzzy V-neck sweater. So this one is currently on sale. I want to say it's for under $24, so it's a fantastic deal. And it feels so soft. If you are someone who loves comfy, cozy, really soft textures, you are going to love this sweater. It's definitely a very like slouchy kind of sweater, has a drop shoulder to it. It's not boxy in any way, but just one of those very comfortable sweaters that you can style with a pair of jeans. You could style them with a pair of like lounge pants, or even maybe some shorts as the weather gets a little bit warmer. And it is also available in that icy blue color as well if you want to pick it up in that one, which would be perfect for the spring season. And both of these tops, you'll see that I'm wearing them with the frame palazzo jeans. So I love these wide leg jeans, and I love them in this color called Honeymoon. I think it really is just the perfect wash for spring and for summer, because it's going to go so perfectly with all of these like light pastel colors, a lot of neutral colors that I like to wear. It's just a fantastic jean.
So this next one is kind of a two trends in one. We've already talked about the polka dots, but we have not talked about the statement skirt trend. So heard a lot about statement skirts being a big trend for the spring season, and these are going for like midi or maxi style lengths, where it's kind of like a bigger, fuller skirt, and the skirt is your outfit. So everything else going on top is going to be really plain and simple, but the skirt is where it's at. And I thought this one really fit the bill. So this is a beautiful elastic waist pull-on style maxi skirt. This is a true maxi for me. It goes all the way down. You can barely even see my shoes, but I really, really love this. I think it's such a fun one. I love the black and white. This is fully lined. It's in this Tencel Lyocell blend fabric. Really a nice feeling fabric. I think it's going to be perfect for those warmer temperatures, and it's just so pretty and feminine. I loved like spinning around in it. Here I kept it really simple with a basic black tank top that I just tied in the back to give it some shape to the waist, and I threw it on with some old little black sandals. But I also think this would be beautiful styled with like a white button-up shirt. Roll up your sleeves, tie it in a knot, and maybe even do like a little kitten heel if you wanted to elevate it maybe for church or a party or something like that. But I just thought this was beautiful. It definitely makes me think of like that old classic style, you know, very feminine, and these beautiful big skirts. This also comes in leopard if you're not a fan of polka dots, and I think that one would be awesome as well.
Now, Kelly's already shared with you a couple of pieces that are in this polka dot trend, so I wanted to share with you a top that I recently picked up from j.crew that I also think is perfect for this trend. So this is a button-up polka dot shirt. I picked it up and Kelly did as well, and this is one that we both fell in love with. So here you can see that the polka dot print, the polka dots are really small. They're not too big. They're not this huge polka dot statement. So if you are someone who likes this trend but really doesn't want it to be super bold and in your face, this is a great way to really incorporate it. So I like this top because it has like the slightest little bit of sheen to it, which helps to kind of elevate it when you want that look. It also has a nice soft curved and rounded collar. So this is something that you could absolutely style underneath a blazer if you wanted to wear it to the workplace. You could also dress it down a little bit by, you know, styling that blazer with a pair of jeans, or if you wanted to go even more casual, I think it would look perfect styled with a sweater over top of it and layered, just kind of to give a little bit more of that casual look. So I do think that, you know, having a button up in general is always going to be a classic piece, but of course when styled with this polka dot print, I think it is perfection for this spring trend season.
Another big trend that we were seeing are stripes, and specifically these Breton stripes, which gives like a very French chic vibe and pairs really nicely with the trend that is hotter than ever, which is wearing scarves. So here I incorporated both of these to create kind of a little nod to Paris look. So this is a cute little boat neck style Breton striped black and white t-shirt. It's got a little bit of print across the front. I thought this was really cute. Here I just kind of like folded it under. I used one of my little Amazon finds where it helps you to kind of fold under your top when you don't want to tuck it in. So I'll link that as well for you in case you're looking for that. It's a great little hack. But I love this tee. You can just push up the sleeves. You've got the boat neck. You've got the stripes. It definitely has that French vibe to it. And I'm styling it here with an oldie but a goodie. This is just a little pleated skirt that I've had for like a year. I'm not sure if this one's available, but I'll try to find something very similar. What I love about this is it looks like I'm wearing a mini skirt, but it's actually shorts underneath. And of course, that's always really helpful when you are moving around and on the go. And here I put it with this beautiful little scarf. So scarves are a huge spring trend. We're seeing them worn in a variety of ways. This is one I picked up from Loft. It's got these pretty little hearts on it. If it's still available, I'll make sure to link it, but really any scarf would really work great. I wanted to bring out some reds to go with the black and white vibe, and this whole Parisian chic look is really going to be hot for spring.
So yes, stripes are on trend in a big way. They are a timeless print, and here I picked up a striped poplin button-up shirt. So I really love this one, and I know I'm going to be able to wear it so many different ways. I love the fact that the stripe is in this like very soft gray. So you can see the stripe, but it's not like a big, bold, in-your-face stripe. This is something that I know I can very easily style over a tank top during the summertime and pair it with maybe some denim shorts and give it a little like tie in the front. I could also style it over that same tank top and pair it with a flowy white skirt for more of like a girly kind of vibe. Or it could be something that I could even style with a pair of linen pants. So because it's a button up, it naturally gives you so many different ways to be able to wear it. But with that stripe and with it being so popular, it's always going to be an easy look that you can put together and have a very fresh and modern look.
Okay, I warned you all that I was really feeling the polka dots, and this is another top that I just thought was so beautiful and a really subtle way to do polka dots. This is one of those tops that if you are someone who really avoids trends, you love classic classics, I think this is a great way to do them because of course, you know, we all know that when you're mature, you're not buying into every trend. We don't want to just wear whatever the runways tell us to wear. We have our own style, but this is a great way to incorporate something that's a little bit modern. So I thought this was really beautiful. It's a very small polka dot on an ivory white top, little tiny black specks of polka dot. This top also comes in a ivory shade as well as like a rose, but here you have this classic feminine style. So it's a wrap style top. It ties both on the inside and then there's this tie on the outside, keeping it nice and secure. You have this pretty short sleeve, kind of blouson type of sleeves, very soft and feminine, very flattering on the body. I just thought this was really, really beautiful. And here I styled it with a trouser jean, which is also a great classic piece to have. And these have some patch pockets in the front, although you don't really see them with this top, but I love these jeans. They have a really great fit. They're a little bit of a higher rise, a little bit more fitted around the waist area, but then they have that trouser style where they're a more relaxed look, a beautiful saturated dark blue that's really gonna work throughout the spring, day or night. And here I think I just styled these with a little pointed toe because since they are a more relaxed jean and I wanted to give it that polished look, I added a little pointy toe flat to it. So just something that I like to do, but I love this piece. I think it's a great classic feminine piece, but also one that gives you just that little bit of spring trend. So if you enjoyed this video and you're looking for some more spring outfit inspiration, we just released another video that you're definitely going to want to check out, full of great spring looks, and there's some sweaters and warmer pieces in there as well, because we understand that for a lot of you, you're not quite ready for spring weather just yet, but it's coming soon and the retailers have all these great looks out, so it's time to jump on these great pieces while you can. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great week.